And now we turn to high school baseball. The Calvary Christian Warriors certainly have had a Cinderella season this year, especially as being one of the top baseball teams in Pinellas County. On Saturday, they traveled to Fort Myers where they faced the Pensacola Catholic Crusaders in the Class 4A state finals. And in typical Calvary fashion, they were able to get this game done. And I mean done on a mercy ruling in just 6 innings. The Warriors, currently ranked number 3 in the state of Florida, ended their season with an undefeated record. That's right, undefeated with 30-0. So how did this team do it? Let's go to the highlights and take a look. Many high school athletes across the state of Florida will have the opportunity to transfer schools without the penalties, let alone the repercussions that they would usually face. Florida Senate Bill 684, or simply called Choice in Sports, would allow students to participate in one sport in the fall at one school, then move to another school and participate in their spring sports without having to deal with any waiting period. So, has this new bill become an open door for many recruitment possibilities, a hassle for various school boards, and let alone a hassle for the Florida High School Athletic Association? And out of Hillsborough County today, county commissioners voted in a narrow 4-3 decision to keep a Confederate monument located outside the Hillsborough County Courthouse. Among the $10 million renovations of Madeira Beach's City Hall, Firehouse, Rec Center, and baseball fields lies ceramic dolphins and a palm tree with locks. All of these reside in the Remember Our Children Park, or Rock Park. It's here where Courtney Lonardo, who lost her brother Matt in 2013, comes to remember the good times.
You know, you're able to have 1,000 flashbacks from, from when I was 3.5 till when I was in my teenage years. It's amazing to see what they've done with the establishment, and it's beautiful here.
After over a year later, the Rock Park here at Madeira Beach has finally been completed. With its wide variety of art, benches, fountains, the head developer Bill Carnes was right about one thing: this place is definitely a work of art.
I always wanted to do big things, and I think this is a big thing not only for me, my family, but for all the families who have suffered a loss.
In Madeira Beach, I'm Brad Richardson, CSB News. The Northeast Vikings are one of 6 high school teams in Pinellas County attempting to head back to a regional championship, and at this point appear to be unstoppable after mercy ruling both Armwood and Mitchell High School in the 5th inning.
We all get a little hyped up, and we swing out of our shoes, but when we calm down and relax, we're a pretty good team.
Head coach Rob Stanifer even called in former Viking lefties Colton Tyson and David Sockel to prep them to face the Brandon High School Eagles ace lefty and USF commit Antonio Velez.
He's got a big league curveball, big league changeup, spots his fastball well, he competes. He's the complete package.
In St. Petersburg, Brad Richardson, CSB News.
3, 2.
Meet John Piazza, host of the Renew You Show, a weekly podcast show on a Christian radio station here in Tampa. He talks about new age medical therapies and treatments. One of these therapies he discusses is rather unconventional and at times controversial: amniotic stem cell therapies.
For years it's had, negative bad press because some of the old technology focused on embryonic, which of course requires fetal sacrifice. There's been billions poured into the industry. Technology has discovered other ways to use other types of stem cells that have found a lot of success.
On Tuesday mornings, John Piazza comes here to AM 860 to record his weekly podcast. These podcasts can consist of people giving testimonies about any kind of therapies. Mark Hall, the CEO of the Orthomolecular Nutrition and Wellness Center in Largo, is a frequent guest on John's show. He administers at his clinic stem cell injections.
Even though there could be all the research in the world, if their main doctors aren't talking about it, then it's kind of looked at like it's just skeptical quackery.
I wanted to be able to step out and be able to use a medium to convey that so I can empower people so they can make their decisions, so they're not at the mercy of mainstream medicine.
In Tampa, Brad Richardson, CSB News.